everybody, happy Sunday. So today, I haven't talked about this. I don't know why. I do this so often. And it's super beneficial for your feet. So anyways, we're gonna use the barbell in order to help strengthen our feet and kind of like activate some of the muscles that might be inactivated due to bad footwear. Mosquito, ew, I caught it. Okay, you guys saw that. Oh, you didn't see it was off camera. I caught a mosquito and killed it in my hand. It was gross. Anyways, so a lot of times when we are wearing regular shoes that like kind of bunch your toes together, what normally happens is because you are scrunching your feet, right? So I'm gonna like, when you wear shoes, right? It like scrunches in the pinky toe, it scrunches in the big toe, right? Like this is normally how a shoe looks, right? This is why our feet end up getting squished as we get older, and we get problems such as like bunions or weak ankles, which eventually leads up to the whole kinetic chain being weak. Some people get knee issues, hip injury, literally just from having weak feet. So what happens is when your toes get scrunched together like this, usually I think of it as like a knuckle steeple. I don't know if anyone has actually like had that done to them. It's terrible, but it's like, you know, when one of your knuckles, instead of being all in alignment, they kind of like squish together and one of them has to fall out of place in order to make room, right? So what happens is when you squish together, usually the second knuckle squishes down. So if you look at your feet, you can do this right now with me. I'm not gonna take my socks off because it's chilly in here. But usually what you can see is you'll see the muscles, like the tendons and stuff that are going down the top of your foot. You'll see each one, like each ray going down to the toe. However, your second toe might be a little bit less visible, right? I'm gonna have to take my sock off to, okay, now we'll talk, now you can see what I'm talking about, okay? So you see these little like, there we go, turn my sideways. So you see these like, when I move my toes, there's these little like lines that go down to each toe, right? And then if you actually, if you look on my foot here, you can see like this one's very visible, this one's very visible, this one's very visible. This one, it kind of like disappears, right? And then this one is also visible. So what happened was I was wearing regular shoes for so long that this knuckle kind of like collapsed. So if you look at the bottom of your foot, you see how, I don't know if you can see, but like there's a lot more of like padding, like extra stuff underneath where your body puts most of your pressure. So mine and a lot of other people's is right underneath that second toe when it should be supporting itself on the biggest part of your foot, which is underneath the big toe. So what we're doing is we're gonna try today to realign our feet and push that second knuckle of your toes back up in line with the rest of your foot, and then work on getting that pressure down in your big toe, right? So when you're doing this knuckle should be up, and then this big toe part, or the ball of your big toe, should be bearing most of the weight because it's the biggest joint, right? One of my friends made a really good point. She said, the biggest joints should support the most weight. So like the biggest joints are literally the ones that are supposed to bear the most weight. So why is it that our big toes aren't, you know, doing what they're supposed to be doing? And it's just literally because of the footwear that we use, our sedentary lifestyles, yada yada yada. But I've been wearing barefoot shoes, like the zero barefoot shoes, not like the toe shoes, but just regular, like no, like zero drop, no support shoes. I want to say for maybe 2 years, and I still have issues with this. So this is like a daily thing you have to work on in order to make sure that you're avoiding, you know, injuring yourself in the future, okay? So I'm gonna use my barbell. You can also use a PVC pipe, anything that is rounded like this, whatever diameter. I kind of like this diameter a little bit better than the narrower one, but you can also play around with it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stand, like, what do you call it, with parallel with the bar. And what I want to do is I want to line my second toe up with this bar, right? So I've been working a lot on the making sure that my toe is aligned straight, right, versus having it bent over to the side. But if you're one of those people that still needs issues with that or still needs help with that, you can like manually put that toe where it needs to be, right? So my middle toe, that center toe, is pretty much being stretched around this concave bar, right? So this is forcing that knuckle of my second toe to come back up in line. And look, it's like spreading out my toes. This big toe is trying to push down, right? And all you're gonna do is kind of stand on it and feel how it feels. All right, you can hold on to something if you like to balance, but I'm really like, I'm still bearing my weight on one side and trying to like get the feel for it on the other side here. I can actually feel this a lot in my ankle. Like it's it feels really it feels really weird. Like I feel this strengthening here and also in the arch. Okay, so I'm trying to stand here, trying to wiggle my ankle side to side. Okay, and then you're gonna relax, shake out your foot, and then we're gonna go do the other side. Okay, so same thing. I wanna try to get that second toe centered on the middle of this bar. And then I'm gonna stand on it, try to get that knuckle in line with the rest. I feel like I almost have to like consciously think of relaxing my foot. Because like right now it's just my foot, this foot is like not as understanding as my other one. All right, I'm gonna do this, kind of wiggle back and forth and relax. All right, so the next thing that I'm gonna do, look out baby, I'm actually gonna use the narrower part of this bar, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing, just now I'm gonna stand with both feet on the bar. Okay, so I'm gonna use my bench for balance. Okay, so center, middle toe on the center, or sorry, second toe on the center of the bar. Okay, and I'm gonna start with my weight back. Actually here, I'll turn this. Okay, so I'll do this again. So second toe, and I wanna try to keep my weight on that back foot, feel that pressure, and then I'm gonna put my weight towards my front foot. Okay, I'm just gonna rock back and forth, having my weight be distributed. Okay, and then I'm gonna switch which foot's in front. Okay, so second toes on the top, second toes on the top. Rocking forward, rocking backwards. Yeah, this is like such a foot workout. All right, and if you're feeling super daring, you can also see how well your balance is. So if I wanted to do this, I would actually like spread this balance out a little bit more and then try to see if you can balance. So that last step of using the balance without holding on to something is really going to help fire those stabilizer muscles in your feet, kind of like help kick on all those things that you need to work on your toes. And if you can't do it, that's okay. Good, and relax. Good job. Look at that ankle mobility. All right. That's it. I thought this was a really cool foot exercise that I do pretty often, but probably should do a little bit more. Like I said, like foot health, it's such like it needs to be like an everyday thing. Like I've been working on my feet for every day for like 2 years, and they're still, not where they need to be. But, I wore the wrong shoes for like 30 years before I even realized that something was wrong. So yeah, that's it. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. All right, bye guys.